Welcome back. From Monday, fully vaccinated Australians will no longer have to apply to the government to get an exemption to leave the country. However, there is no plan to welcome back international travellers into Australia, worrying the tourism industry that they will lose clients to overseas markets. Joining me live now is the CEO of the Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Andrew McKellar. Andrew, thanks so much for your time. New South Wales is steaming ahead. We see border closures interstate though. What is the biggest problem as you see it now?
Well, good morning, Laura. Look, I think for the tourism industry, it's quite simple. Of course, from Monday, Australians will be able to start heading overseas freely and coming back without quarantine arrangements if they're fully vaccinated. And of course, that's a very good thing. But the message for the tourism industry is, of course, we start to lose potential customers when that occurs domestically. We've got to ensure that we can get the industry back up and running. And if we have vaccinated customers who are able to come in, we just urge the federal government to accelerate that process as soon as it is possible to do so.
The Prime Minister has given that indication that international tourists will be able to come in by the end of the year. But isn't the problem here, Queensland and WA who have their borders closed?
Well, of course, that is a constraint and they have to, keep pushing forward with their vaccination programs. We urge all the states to get on the same page and to get into a position where those borders can be opened, domestic borders, international borders. So that needs to happen as quickly as possible. We need a timetable. We need clear arrangements for the industry to prepare for the international borders to open up. So we're asking the federal government for that. It needs to be quarantine-free entry. And we also need to have the workers coming in as well. So skilled and unskilled workers, working holiday makers, all of these categories. It's very important if we're going to have the capacity in the tourism industry to fully reopen and to get growth going as strongly as possible, that those arrangements are in place.
Yeah, international students are a huge part of the New South Wales economy, at least before COVID. What do you expect and what are you hearing there about any constraints and a timeline?
Well, look, we're really looking for a clear indication. We want those students to be able to come back in for the various courses that they want to undertake. We don't have that clear timing at this point. We hope that the government will be in a position to announce that in the coming days or weeks, but we really think it's time to accelerate where we can. We have borders opening up, as you say, New South Wales, Victoria. That's a start. That's a very important start. So let's get that happening. Let's put the capacity in place to make that occur and do it as soon as we possibly can.